stained with the more murals painted with shells hit the pavement. We need 3 Jesuses to come and save this. We need Moses, Abraham, and David, all 12 disciples, to wash away the blood on the hand that held the rifle. Because life's so hard, he like whoever show their face tonight is getting robbed when your home is a grave. The streets is a maze, so many cats blaze, it's hard to see through the haze. And crime pays way more than minimum wage, and plus the lead from the game to take a swim in your waves, loosen your braids, leave bald spots in your face, like you got your hair cut with some raggedy blades. The truth is, we know better off than when we were slaves. Malcolm X and Dr. King probably spinning their graves. It's gotta be the last days, I can't take no more. And these kids, they don't hardly shake no more. They in the kitchen, cooking up cakes galore, kicking down doors like everybody face the floor. And they got guns that will make you shake and contort. And they don't shoot raw, they shoot 38 for sport. Getting tried as adults when they can't sit the court. Getting sent to state prison, getting raped, oh Lord. What do we do to deserve this condition where we can't even function with our herb in our system? And every year we take from the split, blows our vision, and the next day just means another murder victim in the summer. Just means we want to get dumber. Coroners putting bodies under covers. And in between sheets like the Isley brothers, he told his mother that he loved the hood. But the hood will never love you. See, what's the state of the black world? When the hood raised black boys and black girls, before you pass judgment on us, Siri X is going to give you something to discuss.
Most times you see or hear from the young people, they saying, man, this is how we are going to get on. This is what's going to make Jimmy Iovine from Interscope come to my neighborhood, like he went to Chief Keef's neighborhood and signed him. This is what's going to make us have an opportunity in a city where teenage unemployment is 92%. Black teenage unemployment is 92%. This is what's going to give us an opportunity to get out of this 92% unemployment rate situation. And so, you know, what you find is that at Donna's house, one of the things we tell our participants is, speak your truth. What is your truth? Is your truth that every day there's killing, every day something's bad, you're smoking, you're driving around $100,000 cars with no money, you know? Or is your truth that you have a little sister, a little brother, a mother that you love, or a mother that you hate, a father that you love, or a father that you hate? Well, I think what we find in drill music is people not exploring the whole truth, but what they're exploring is a potential opportunity, and I think we have to talk about, is that a real opportunity or not? What I find is that most of the time, instead of being a reflection of Chicago or a reflection of the city, it's more or less a reflection of commercial success or a figmented commercial success that's being chased.
What's her name?
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj. She got so many tricks up her sleeve right now. She's like America's prostitute. And anytime she could take a song like Chirac and try to make money off of promoting death, you have to ask yourself, what the hell is going on? And we're allowing this, and we're saying, yeah, this is our culture. Well, if it's your culture and if it's your music form, why in the hell don't you own anything in it? You got to ask yourself that too. Somebody else is always writing the checks. Somebody else is always signing the contract. Jimmy Irvine, he's coming to the hood signing individuals, but he's not from the hood. So when you're promoting violence amongst yourselves, when in the hell did we start profiting off of our own death and destruction is what we have to ask ourselves.
So let me just say, first of all, that those aren't typical women prisoners, right? They teach us something about how easy it is for anybody to get caught up in the criminal legal system. And particularly when we have made decisions about targeting certain people and their music. So I just want to expand first a little bit on the notion of what's a crime and who gets arrested for it. I think it's important to think about crimes and laws as decisions that are made. They're public policy decisions. So we decide that marijuana is legal or illegal. We decide that loitering is legal or illegal, or running away from home at a certain age is legal or illegal. We could make different decisions, but we make those decisions in service of power structures to maintain inequality. So as we think about what we could do differently and how to undo what we've done, we have to think about why certain decisions were made at certain times, targeting certain people, and their music or their sexual behavior or their neighborhood or whatever it is that we target, then we create a law to criminalize them, and then we are legitimate in arresting them. And when I say we understand we're talking about a big corporate machine here, right? The mass incarceration part of our discussion. In terms of women and incarceration, it is true that the rate of women, there are far fewer women in prison than men. Side note, there are lots of women under surveillance of the criminal legal system, even though they're not actually housed in prisons or jails or detention centers. But there are far fewer women in prison than men. The rate of women, however, has increased drastically over the last 20 years, in part because we've made decisions about what's going to be legal or illegal. So if you're involved with a person, if you're involved with a man who has drugs and you're there and we've decided that drugs are illegal, or the amount of drugs or the amount of particular drugs that he has are illegal, and you're there, then we can sweep you up just like we can sweep him up. If in fact you're dependent on public assistance and you braid hair as a way to have a little extra money to get clothes for your kids to go to school, we can decide that that kind of cheating welfare is now going to be illegal, not just a reason to get off welfare, but in fact a reason to go to the Cook County Jail. So we've made decisions that have led to the increased incarceration rate of women that have particularly targeted black women, other women of color, and poor women. There's some important data now that says that the incarceration rate is actually decreasing, particularly of black women, and at some point we need to talk about what that really means. And some people are, people like me who worry constantly about the rate of black women in prison, you know, for a minute we're excited about that data, but in fact, just below the surface of it, we realize that just because people are out of the buildings, they're still under the control and surveillance of the system. They're wearing ankle bracelets, they're still not allowed to live in public.
The way in which we, through the 1960s and 70s, have made this sort of exchange of access at the expense of the black poor and the black vulnerable.
Yes.
So suddenly we're like, y'all work this out for yourselves. We did it. We got into Harvard here. Our children are Jack and Jill. Y'all work this thing out for yourselves. And as a result, there's a deep sense of shame about the black poor. There's a deep sense of shame about those who are in mass incarceration facilities. So we're not worried about them. And to some extent, our shame around quote-unquote gangster rap and trap rap is also about our worry about how that makes us look. Now, I agree some of it's pathological. We need to get rid of the self-hate. We need to get rid of the violence and the misogyny and the homophobia. We need to strip that out. But there was a fundamental political value in NWA that can't be reduced to the level of shame or pathology. Fuck the police is a political line.
Yes, yes.
And this is after a political line. Fuck the police.
Yes.
So if you're taking a fuck the police line, seriously, if you're taking a fuck the police line, how can we organize around it? The genius of the Panthers was taking the lumping and organizing them. The genius of Nation of Islam was cleaning up the lumping, taking those people, organizing them for a purpose. Let's do that again, as opposed to just, and I'm not saying y'all would say this, but some of us are saying this. We're so ashamed of Chief Keef that we're not thinking about how we can radicalize Chief Keef and the purpose of justice.